just surviving, keep climbing the mountain. Even when I feel like dying, keep climbing the mountain. Another night, I'm barely holding on. One step away from being dead and gone. Am I alive to die another day? Is this life that I've been living all that's meant for me? Every day I'm just surviving, keep climbing the mountain. Even when I feel like dying, keep climbing the mountain. Every time I think I'm over it, I wake up at the bottom of it all again. I'm still surviving, keep climbing the mountain. The higher I go, the harder I fall. So I don't look down, I don't look back at all. And when I wish it all would turn to black, I try to see the light and push the darkness back. Every day I'm just surviving, keep climbing the mountain. Even when I feel like dying, keep climbing the mountain. Every time I think I'm over it, I wake up at the bottom of it all again. I'm still surviving, I keep climbing the mountain.
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Welcome, everybody, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Very happy to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith, and relatively happy to be here with Shaq. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Rockets in Houston. Looking at Houston, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. So we're right around halfway through the season. Shaq, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system. You have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say, do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I
And
heard
made
you.
a change.
I understood it. I understood
All right.
You did?
it. Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to the Nets. They had a chance there right up to the end. They only lost by 3.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
They would look like they had to figure it out to take a couple bad shots and be right back to where they started.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Lonzo Ball knew the Lakers needed a leader, and he thought he could fill that hole. He said a lot of it is natural. I think you're either born a leader or you're not. Now, the Ball family does not shy away from controversy, and it didn't last season either. So none of us know exactly where this is all going to end up. Kevin?
Thanks, David. You know, Chris, parity, always a question, in this league and how you try to get teams to advance. But over a long season, it seems like any team can surprise you on any given night.
Yeah. almost every team has the talent that can beat you, especially in a one game. You must respect your opponent. Sometimes it can come down to schemes, coaching. Sometimes it can come down to just one bad shot. You can never underestimate motivation as a factor, and that's where the good teams separate themselves. Who can continue to have that same focus every night, and in the words of Coach Popovich, that appropriate fear of your opponent.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. On the perimeter, Caldwell Pope and Ingram. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Chandler, and it's Ball in at the point.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
To the inside, back to Ball. Shot from 12, and he hits the jump shot.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
That's all you want, is a good shot to get yourself in the rhythm. For him, he's going to want a lot more than that to come.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Harden missing his last shot. From deep. That's good from Caldwell Pope on the assist from Ingram. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Tucker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
Here's Ball. Rebounded by Tucker. Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Chandler trying to free himself up. Harden, that's good.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Masterful at timing, when to go after offensive rebound. Kuzma excels at getting the right position.
Deflects the pass, and so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Now, here is Harden. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Here's Ennis. He can't get it to go. And the Lakers take it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, on the road, you need as many contributors as you can find. The reserves definitely help fuel the win that time.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Well, I wouldn't say that's his shot, but it's a shot he can make, and that really opens things up for the offense.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Ingram with the steal. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. The Lakers in the lead. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Goes back up. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Houston.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Buries it from three-point range. Ball's got his second bucket tonight.
A work in progress, but the ball needs to keep developing his three-pointer and open things up a little.
Harden, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. With a look at the Rockets organization, Chris, one of the best-run teams people think in this league.
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, over a decade of winning basketball, they find ways to win, and they won't be satisfied till they win it all.
The numbers for James Harden. He's been dominant over the last month. How about 42 points per, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds? And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Chandler kicks to Kuzma. Inside, and Chandler throws it down.
We've seen those flashes of playmaking ability from Ingram. I mean, he's more than just a scorer.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And he makes that one. 10 points for James Harden.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. You'd better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. James Harden is second.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Here's Ball. And a miss there off the inbound.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
And there's Ennis on the assist from Harden. Ennis has got 5.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Ball. And another 3 for the Lakers.
This is the mindset Ball has. If you're not going to guard him closely, he'll torch you off the pass.
Rockets trail by 3. Here's Harden. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. 12 points for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the scorer from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Here's Tucker. And the layup's good off the glass.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
And then, of course, guys are finishing.
Now, here's Ball. Playing Oklahoma City, he was nearly unstoppable. Unloads from 13. Again, the Lakers.
He excels at scoring from the mid-range. Kuzma is awesome at making use of these spots on the floor.
Here's Ennis. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
LA has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Now, here's Ball. 8 points for him. Here's Ingram. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Knocked loose. The Lakers shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Caldwell Pope trying to break free, and it's Ingram missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it. So relentless in how he exploits open space.
And here is Ball. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Ingram outside. Lakers working the ball around now. Ball no good. Houston in the lead. Harden with it. 14 points for him. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
P.J. Tucker C-Webb was an undersized power forward at the University of Texas. He made a pretty effective transition to small forward in the pros.
I mean, the way the game is going now, he's able to slide back to that power forward position as well. The strength to hold his ground. I mean, a good enough shooter to space the floor for his teammates.
To the inside, and slam dunk by Ingram.
The young legs. Ingram getting off the ground for the D to react.
Ennis passes to Nene. A baseline J. Good on the jump shot. Harden's got 18 points.
Oh, he is in a zone. 9 of 10 here in the first. He is red hot.
Ball kicks to Kuzma. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Lakers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And the technical free throw is good.
Look, Caldwell Pope, Kevin, he's one of the better 3-and-D wings in this league. He's very active with his hands. And on defense, you know he's always going to get a handful of steals, but he's not the most efficient scorer. He's solid from deep.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clark, he's checked in for Nene. Gerald Green comes in for Ennis. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for James Harden. And Knight subbed in for Austin Rivers.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
A nice shot by Knight. And with Caldwell Pope, as good as he is, he can be inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like any player, he's going to have his good nights and bad nights. It's just with KCP, the bad nights sometimes really stick out. It all averages out in the end with him, but sometimes you'll think he's a star. And other nights you'll wonder, what is he doing out there?
And the Lakers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. And again, the Lakers no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The drive by Green. Yep, that one goes in there. And it's a 6-point Houston lead.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Nobody near Stevenson. Off target from outside. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Ball after Eric Gordon's bucket. Down low, stolen by Tucker. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. The lead pushed to double digits. And the Rockets lead by 10.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Oh, yeah, the guys, they need to lead the way. They spend far too much time on the bench. I mean, they'll be more careful with that.
One more baby, I'm ready to bust one. Cook with one me and my dogs. Hit on my hips like it loud. That was it like sauce it down, sauce it up. Too much, ain't enough, ain't enough. Where you from? Where you from? Going down, going nuts, going down. Sauce it down, sauce it up. Too much. Hands up my body. I got him.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Harden.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Pass the ball. Dishes to Stevenson to stop the run.
Oh, wow. Look out.
It's a beautiful jam.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Now, here's Green. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Lakers trail by 10. Ball kicks to Stevenson. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
To the paint. It's tipped. Green against Stevenson. Poked away. Here's Hart. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
You got to give the Rockets credit. I mean, other teams may have looked at the Warriors and threw up their hands, but not the Rockets. Houston tried to put pieces around Harden to contend for a title.
Here's Ball. After Eric Gordon's bucket, Stevenson dishes the ball. And Ball slams it in.
Oh, you got to prevent Ball from getting a lane. It's that simple, but when you don't, this happens.
Here's Gordon. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Stevenson outside. Pass to Hart. Takes the three. They get it back. Beasley. And he drops it in from the low post.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and then running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
Here's Stevenson after Eric Gordon's bucket. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. For the three. Here's Beasley, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Beasley's got 6 points. And so here is Houston. 6-point lead. Gordon goes in. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, you're showing how effective he can be. It's crucial that Gordon plays with confidence close to the bucket.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Here's Ball. Following the score by Houston. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Doubled by Knight. Inside. McGee inside. Guarded by Tucker. Finds the open look, and it's on target.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Ooh, the lost art of the mid-range J. Gordon just measured it perfectly, squaring up and knocking it down.
And so it's the Houston Rockets going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stops to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Oh, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Lance Stevenson, all out there with Harden, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Beasley in at the 4 slot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. His drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. To the paint, here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Gordon. A rebound by the Lakers.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jumper.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. When you were playing on the road, obviously the fans would yell things and, try to get under your skin. C-Web, do you remember any instance when it really bothered you and took effect?
Maybe when I would go home and play for the Pistons, I'd see some fan in the green and white, and maybe Steve Smith, my partner, paid him to be there. But, the Michigan State fans, the gold blue or that type of thing. Or in Ohio, it's very funny, in Ohio, if they want to boo, if they want to get the crowd pumped up, all they do is put a big Michigan M up there, and the crowd will go crazy and boo. So Ohio, usually my people in Ohio State, the Cleveland, they always, had something to say. No, but it was more like, you suck, Ohio State is the best, Michigan State, you should have come here, that type of stuff. And you kind of look back, give a guy a wink, knock her down a jump shot, and put your fingers to your lips and just say, shh, you don't want to get me upset. Let sleeping dogs lie.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And Lance Stevenson pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Nunley's shot is good. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now Stevenson. He has 6. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
It's a very slack defender. Playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
And Eric Gordon, the 2017 Sixth Man of the Year award winner. He has found a home and just been tremendously productive with the Rockets.
And Gordon also the winner of the 2017 three-point shootout. His long-range proficiency a great fit on the Rockets.
He's got that low set shot release, but he gets it off with great volume. And one of the more prolific three-point shooters in our league.
First one falls for him.
He's a top-tier shooter. Gordon, he's a former Sixth Man of the Year winner who plays his role to perfection.
Houston making a switch here. Rivers checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Ingram, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Gordon hits both of them.
Well, one thing that sold Eric Gordon on Jordan the Rockets was the strength of their training staff. Ariza told him, you feel 10 years younger here. Well, he certainly looks healthy and rejuvenated.
Ingram outside. To the middle. Here's Hart. And that one is good. Hart's got his first points of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And Gordon had battled injuries in New Orleans, as the entire team had really. But as you said, Chris, it's been a different story for him with the Rockets.
Oh, yeah, and we're seeing his finishing return to levels not seen since his years with the Clippers. I mean, from his first step to his bounce inside, I mean, his athleticism, he's made a comeback.
And here are the best transition teams in the NBA. We're looking at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Lakers second.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
And the first one at the line is good.
I mean, you talk about the mystique and allure of Los Angeles. The Lakers are undoubtedly the #1 show in L.A. Truly one of the great franchises in the NBA.
James Ennis, he'll check in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for Gordon. The Lakers also with a sub. Kuzma's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And with the legacy and the history of the Los Angeles Lakers comes the pressure to win.
Well, for the organization, they have to be the best. I mean, they have no qualms about going out and going to get a big-time free agent. The players up to the front office, everyone in L.A. feels the pressure to win.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Hart. He nails it, and we're tied up. Hart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's too much space to give him out there on the perimeter. They got to close out on him.
It's Harden with the drive, and he lays it straight in.
He's a top-tier scorer in this game. I mean, Harden only needs a few shots to fall, and then he's like watching a volcano erupt.
And Hart has it in the corner. Here's Kuzma. No good on the shot. Some solid defense there by Nene.
He's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
2 shots, foul, 2.
And James Harden has one signature move. It's got to be his step-back jumper, something he's worked on for years. And like the sky hook or Nowitzki's fadeaway, it's becoming one of those iconic, unstoppable shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots, loose shots.
That free throw good from Harden.
You know, there's one award that Harden has won. I think we can pretty much say for sure he'll never win again, and that's 6th Man of the Year. It's hard to believe there was ever a time this man wasn't a starter.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Hart, no good. And Chris, you look at Harden's step back, there's a real different rhythm to it, isn't there?
I mean, he covers a lot of ground with that gather step. I mean, some fans even wonder if it's a travel. But I guess it's legal. Tremendous footwork crafted over countless reps in the gym.
Los Angeles calls timeout. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
This is a critical timeout for them. They've got to come up with a plan to slow him down right here and right now.
With the pause here, how about the stats for Lonzo Ball? putting up about 10 points a night, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Not settling. I mean, Ingram uses his size and athleticism getting to the paint.
Here's Ennis, and Ennis slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Lakers trail by 5. Now, here's Ball. He's got 13. Poked loose. The pass to Kuzma. Here's Ingram. Kuzma kicks to Ball. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Hart. That one's good. Just his third make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
That lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
To the wing right side. Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 8th assist in the game. Ennis with the ball. He's against Kuzma. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on Los Angeles. For Houston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Chris, when you're watching how a team is put together, what signals are you looking for that the pieces now are the right ones for that team to be successful?
Yeah, what I look for is balance of talent. Are you heavy loaded at the point guard position? If you have 5 point guards, that's usually not a great balance. But do you have guys that can specialize in their different areas, rebounding, shooting, dribbling, passing? Do you have players that can space the floor that allows you to play the system that you want? Do you have guys that are engaged and have the ego and the pride to want to get stops on the defensive end? So with me, usually I see that it's a balance where you can kind of check off every box that you need to say, yes, we have what we need this season to get where we want to get.
And the shot is good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Oh, good on that one. And Houston the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Lets it go from 11. Harden gets the bucket. And now it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
Oh, what hustle from Harden. Just sprinting down the floor in transition, finding a great shot as a result.
And Harden comes to help. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Lakers trail by 11. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Nene. Now here's Ennis. He's guarded closely. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
To the inside. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And really, Harden is even dangerous when he's looking to score. Even when the defense gets physical with him, he takes the contact, he powers through it.
For Houston, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. The Rockets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Lakers.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good, James Harden.
Well, finally he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Inside, and Chandler throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Rockets leading by 14. Here's Harden, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Tyson Chandler did not like that. Wow.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Los Angeles has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And here's Kuzma. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. The Lakers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Shooting one.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
3-on-3. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Nene. Nene's got 6 assists now in the game. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
The athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks.
Lakers trail by 19. Stolen by Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10. There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Kuzma passes to Ingram. Back to Kuzma. Clock at 6. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Ennis. And the Lakers also making a switch. Beasley's checked in, and Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Okay, man, put your hands together for your Rockets Power Dancers!
And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. You look at Houston. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference. And, of course, Los Angeles, just a couple spots back.
And seeing where the Rockets are, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Caldwell Pope for 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Harden. No good, unable to end this run. Lakers trail by 13. Caldwell Pope for 3. Tries again. And there's a nice layup by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 8 points.
Yeah, just not being as physical inside as they need to be right now. They're not creating the second chance opportunities that they did in the first. Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. Lets it go with a 3. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Lakers foul. Knight's checked in for the Rockets. And the Lakers also making a change. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Ingram. Rockets leading by 13. Here's Knight. And the layup's good off the glass. Knight's got his second basket of the night.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
And it's Green with the jam.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Now, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Here's Stevenson. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Here's Green, and stolen by Kuzma. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And Green gets it to go.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Lakers trail by 14. Caldwell Pope left side. That falls. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 3 assists tonight.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
That's because he's finding his spots. No hesitation. You can sense his confidence.
But they recover it.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Rivers offline with his 3. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Stevenson against Knight. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Stevenson.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grabbing for air.
A nice shot by Knight.
Well, you can't find much better shot than that one.
On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And the shot no good, a bit short. James Harden getting it done for Houston. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 39 points, 4 steals, and 3 rebounds. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Day turning tonight here in the Southwest. We're in Houston. Welcome back, everyone. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Oh, well, you take some chances. Sometimes you can get burned, but you hope more often than not that you can be a catalyst for your team.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've got Harden. Ennis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Rivers. Then it's Nene in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Ingram outside. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Ball. Here's Caldwell Pope.
And Harden showing great strides of improvement on D, really doing his best to bother shooters.
Here's Tucker. From down in the low post, it goes. Tucker's got 10 points in the game.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court. Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break strides.
And that one drops for him.
Quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
Ingram wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here's Ennis, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 17.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And it's Ingram missing. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Over Caldwell Pope, and it's Houston with another.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Lakers trail by 16. Right wing. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Well, a lot of people have a lot of opinions on Lonzo Ball, but one thing is for sure, Chris, he is a playmaker.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love to play with him. That's a big thing, Kevin. I mean, he's a natural catalyst for this team. And it goes beyond his impressive passing numbers. I mean, you can see just how different the team is when he's on the floor. I mean, and it means they're moving, they're running. He came into this league advertised as an unselfish playmaker, and he's been that and some.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Guys, those are the kind of hustle plays that keep a team in front.
Rockets leading by 13. The 3 from Harden drains the three-pointer. Harden's got 46 points.
And this is what you get with the beard. I mean, he takes pride in nailing tough shots over the defense.
And the Lakers call time here.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
She thinks I'm guilty of this crime. I don't think I'll wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow's so far. Seems like a flaw in design. I seek you out and you never seem to have the time. We're all so careful now. Too close, they fall.
changes. Clark, he's checked in for Nene. And Gordon subbed in for Ennis. And then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee comes in for Chandler. And Hart subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
No, he's quick on the draw. You got to understand that Ingram is comfortable firing as soon as he catches passes.
Harden, that's good.
Look, he's driven him to this lead, and it doesn't look like he's going to ease up until the final whistle.
Over to the wing. Ball with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, he finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist from Tucker. Rivers has got his second basket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
McGee with the block. And they get it back. But they get it back. Back to Rivers. Over ball. Rivers can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 18. Stolen by Tucker. He feeds it to Clark. From 15 feet away. Count that one.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them. And just look at that score.
Well, that's where they have the advantage tonight. They're just a better team in transition.
Ball dishes to Ingram. To the inside, McGee. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. McGee's got 10.
Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for the Lakers.
Now into the lineup for the Lakers, Ivica Zubac.
Here's Harden. Tries again. McGee with the block. Ingram with it. He's got 14. And Hart has it in the corner. Passes it to Zubac. And it's blocked by Gordon. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Clark. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
One shot behind the lanes.
And that one falls for Clark. Lakers trail by 21. Here's Ball. 13 points in the game. Here's Zubac. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Let's take this moment to bring you a leaderboard featuring a very well-rounded group. The top rebounding small forwards in the NBA the last 10 games. Third is Brandon Ingram.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
Well, yeah, one word you always hear used to describe these guys, Greg, is active. They don't leave it to the bigs to do the rebounding. They get there and they do it themselves.
Timeout called the Rockets. Compared to when you were playing, C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders. Ben Wallace, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Brandon Ingram. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. Rockets leading by 19. Here's Rivers. Here's Harden. And another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. To the inside. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got 12 in the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Tipped away. Here's Rivers, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Rockets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Austin Rivers. 2 shots.
Two.
No good on that one. That one is no good.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Pass the ball from past the arc, and the Lakers get it back. Here's Zubac, plays it up and banks it in. 6 points for him.
That's what every team needs, guys getting after it on the offensive board.
Clark, and the rejection by Zubac. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Right side, Gordon finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Gordon's got 20 points.
He plays with such great pace and rhythm. Gordon is exceptional at scoring. I mean, he's a lethal attacker.
Hart kicks the ball. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Los Angeles ball.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Monday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
That's the big fella getting all worked up. He loves those throwdowns.
Nunley's shot is good.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Now Ball. 13 points in the game. McGee, the pass to Ingram. Here's Ball. The three-pointer, no good.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
That first quick step of Gordon, I mean, super effective at getting him space, which gets him to the rim.
Now, here's Ball. Out to the right wing. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 13.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Nunley, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
McGee in the corner.
And let's review some numbers for McGee. 4th in blocks, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. That free throw, no good. Houston making a switch here. Knight's checked in. Beasley's checked in for the Lakers. Lance Stevenson comes in for Ingram. He hits the second from the line. Here's Clark. 5 points in the game. Three-pointer on the way. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Stevenson kicks the ball. Back to Stevenson. The Rockets pull it in. Tucker's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's good from Gordon on the assist from Tucker. Tucker's got assist number 8 now on the night. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And Hart has it in the corner. Drills it from outside. Hart's got 6 in the quarter.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
McGee in the corner. Here's Ball. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Lakers shooting around 48% so far in the third. And here's Stevenson. 10 points for him. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And while we have a chance, here are the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season. The Lakers in 5th.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Tied for 3. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Now, here's Ball. Guarded by Tucker. Ball with it. He's got 13. Pass to Stevenson for the 3 and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. The shot by Knight, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And he's good on the 3 ball.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
Down low, here's Ball. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Ball's got 15.
Oh, what an ugly start to this quarter. Only 1 of 8 from the field.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Lakers.
And the distribution there showing a lot of 3-point attempts. And not that it's a bad thing, but we'll see if they can continue at this rate.
That free throw, no good. So both teams making some changes here. And the second free throw, good. Lakers trail by 19. Stevenson outside for 3. Caldwell Pope. That one, no good. So Houston will take it the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Off target from 3-point range.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need. Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
To the middle. McGee's shot is off.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop still, though. Still should have went for something better than that, though.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Oh, goodness. Did you see that?
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc.
Something going wrong with the D out there. He's one of the guys you got to be worried about on the perimeter.
Lakers foul call. Lance Stevenson.
The Rockets have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
For Houston, Gerald Green. 2 shots.
Two.
That's good from Green. Some changes for the Lakers. Chandler comes in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Lance Stevenson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Misses the 3. And here's Houston. They're on a 14-5 run. Nunley's shot is good. 18 points for him.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
Well, I don't know what they talked about at halftime, but they found a weakness in the defense.
Ennis taking his time here. Down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable.
Timeout.
They haven't missed in a while.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Now a timeout called by Houston. So it's the Rockets now. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
James Harden getting it done for Houston. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth, we've got Chandler. Beasley is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Hits. Out that one from Ennis.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Here's Beasley. Green with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
That one falls. Ennis has got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Inside, Chandler. Banked in off the glass.
You can't find much better shot than that one.
And for Houston, they're shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. That one drops for him. Ennis has got 27 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
It's stolen by Ennis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. They'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Thursday, the Minnesota Timberwolves will come into town.
And that game against the Suns, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Free throw drops for Ennis. C-Web, a big rule change. Defenders have to give jump shooters space to land. Your thoughts on that?
Great. Thank you. Think about if a guy is hot and you can't stop him, you should not be able to embellish with the rules by sliding your foot up under a guy. If we all remember, I believe that San Antonio was up a couple of years ago on Golden State at home in Game 1, and Pachulia inadvertently put his foot up under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was injured. You have to give shooters space to come down. You can't be thinking about that on the way down. We don't want players injured or hurt in this game because of a lack of paying attention to detail, and I think this rule really helps it. Defenders have done it for years. It could be viewed as dirty, but I'm glad the NBA did something about it. I'm very happy about it. And check this out. We're going to see a lot of guys knocking down even more threes.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
Yeah, they've come out of the break with an eye toward efficiency. One of the advantages they hold in this game.
And there's the pass to Kuzma. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Kuzma's got 10 points here in the second half. Ennis with the ball. He's against Kuzma. Hits out that one from Ennis.
Well, this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. No good from Beasley. Rockets have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the Lakers get called for the foul. Before last season, the NBA voted to restructure the lottery odds. C-Web, you think the changes will promote, better competition?
More even odds for the bottom 5 teams.
Right.
That's the way that it should be. The bad teams should get the little bit of help that they're needed. And I do think that it promotes better competition. So I'm definitely happy with the way the NBA restructured the lottery odds.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. good on the second free throw. LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the wing on the left. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Knight. Now Ennis. This one for three. Doesn't go for him.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Second chance shot. Chandler, no good.
Does well to burrow his way into the post, but loses his touch on the finish.
16 feet away. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ennis has got 13 points in just this quarter.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
And Kuzma has it in the corner. Kept alive.
That's the art of rebounding in a nutshell. Box out, hold your ground, and haul in the miss.
Ennis misses.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
And sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined. I mean, with all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around that neck. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish. He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking it.
It's stolen by Ennis. And Ennis with the slam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Caldwell Pope outside. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Caldwell Pope's got 23 points.
Just fantastic to have a scorer like Caldwell Pope, a guy who can let it rain from any spot on the floor.
Passes it to Kuzma. When you look at the amount of threes, Chris, being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time. And maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough three from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Zubats. Here's Kuzma. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Knight. It's good, and it's his sixth make against 11 attempts. Los Angeles has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Back to Stevenson. Shot from free throw range. Here's Zubats. Kicks it out to Stevenson. No good on the three. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
The Lakers shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. They get it again. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
I'm sure he loves that matchup. He gives him a big size advantage down low.
We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, it's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but just sometimes slip in the tendencies. I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. The Lakers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Chandler finds Stevenson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Lakers, Lance Stevenson. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Each team has 1 inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
He's looking for Caldwell Pope and finds him. He's off on that one. Zubac, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac. At the line for 2.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Houston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. The shot by Knight, no good.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Kicks it out to Stevenson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. They get it back. Lobbed up there for Chandler. But they recover it.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Here's House. And Houston again with the bucket.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Well, he created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
I don't know why he keeps shooting. Can anybody tell me? Nothing is falling for him. He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, what I like about it most is he's doing it efficiently.
Stevenson passes to Zubats. That's tipped. Here is House. And it's off from three-point range. To the middle. Here's Stevenson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time. Oh, and look what this fella can do. Beautiful.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that one's good. House. Lakers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Caldwell Pope on the wing. To the paint. Knocked loose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Stevenson with the ball.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What do the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles with another miss.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Ball kicks to Zubats. Pass to Caldwell Pope.
2 minutes remaining.
On the wing, Chandler. Caldwell Pope against Knight. Just 5 on the clock. Snatched up. And that one is good from Zubats.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
It's all clicking for him right now. I mean, they got to body him up better than that.
And that one's good. Green. And here is Los Angeles now. Out to the right wing. Inside. Kicks it out to Stevenson. It's rebounded by Houston. Clark's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Houston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
Well, he was the agitator, bothering everybody with his defense, coming up with steals. I mean, making sure they were never able to get comfortable as long as he was out on the floor.
It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Here's House. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
At the line for your Rockets, Daniel House. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for House. And so House nails both of them. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Over in the corner, Zubats knocks it loose. Back to ball. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're ahead. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're not going to take any chances. I mean, they're going to play it out until the final whistle, no matter what the score is.
No, we not them. I got a light skin and the Asian. Calais on the beat, make the bass hit like a young bubble in a waist. But I'm really trying to see how to face it. Buy my chicken, my chalupas. Ayy, make her with the roof up. Ayy, backflip, make her do stunts. Ayy, in the really tuned up. Touchdown, boom, shakalaka. Oh, eyes on me, I see you watching. Oh, we do what we want to. Oh, it's a show, we come through. Oh, we on it. Oh, yeah. We on it. When I touch down, yes. No, I came for the around, yes.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Let's go. The Rockets with another miss. Knight against Stevenson. And it's ball in the corner. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just, guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.